two go at it before. These former partners in Mind and Matter. First coming out is Juan DeSanto. He's the more evil of the two, I guess you would say. And this guy is really taking the fans' attention by storm. He's Dr. Heresey.
Dr. Heresey and Juan DeSanto, former partners in Mind and Matter, now tearing it up in Florida. It amazes me how over these two are with the fans, with the heat that DeSanto gets and the roar that Heresey gets from the crowd. These guys have only been in IPW for a few months. These guys are true professionals.
Well, that just shows you that the IPW fans recognize talent when they see it. It doesn't matter if they haven't seen these guys before. They know that these guys are talented and they're going to cheer or boo them, whatever the case may be. Either he slings him off the rope. What's we got going here? Oh, these guys know each other way too well. They're just reversing everything here, Ron Neimi.
You talk about guys knowing each other like the back of their own hands. It's kind of like the mullet Richie Rich when he's traveling down Nebraska Avenue. He knows the difference between a $5 and $10 whore at the drop of a dime.
Oh, suicide dive. Almost catches his feet there, and he just drops right on that rampway. And there we see the man with the afro. First we had Bozo the Clown, and now Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob making a guest appearance at the Florida WrestlePlex. You never know who's going to show up at the WrestlePlex.
That's true. Let's see these two guys, though. The referee should be counting them out, but I guess in this type of grudge match, he's just letting them go at it. And they're still fighting on the rampway. Who knows? Oh, nice DDT. And I'm surprised that thing didn't break under the weight of those two individuals.
They don't need a ring. They don't need a ring to contain the feud that is raging. Look at these guys. What's the problem? They don't care if they're...
Dr. Heresey goes off screen. Oh, nice clothesline, brings both men back into the ring. And these guys are just tearing the hell out of each other. You wouldn't be able to know that these guys were former partners, former best friends, former travel companions. You would think these two had been hating each other for the past decade, the way they're tearing each other apart right now.
The hatred you see when a tag team splits up in the fashion that they did takes it to a new level of insanity and violence.
Oh, nice bulldog right there. Let's see if this is going to be enough to get him. 1, 2. No, the mullet Richie Rich can only get to 2. Maybe that's because he was out a little late last night with Richie's Ring Rats, but regardless, Dr. Heresey can't quite get the win.
You know, I was listening to you on Pro Wrestling Weekly at Wednesday at 7 o'clock on 10:40 a.m. this week. I was listening to you rant and rave and heard some of the most incoherent interviews I have ever heard on the radio at any given time. Wow!
Yes, and one of those interviews was with you, Ron Neimi, talking about Sweet Knees McGee and other things in your drunken stupor. But that was a great maneuver we just saw there. And here we go up to the top rope. Looks like Dr. Heresey's going to go and finish this guy off for good. Oh, but it gets reversed there. Who got the better end of that, Ron Neimi? Well, I guess Dr. Heresey, obviously, because he just got the 3 count, and that's a little bit of revenge for the way he was attacked by his former partner, leading to the previous match that we saw here on Weekly Recap.
A huge win for Dr. Heresey. This is going to launch him up the rankings in IPW. Both these individuals have got the IPW television title in their sights, and you can't put it past them to team with anybody in IPW and come gunning for the... Oh, my God.
Oh, and there you see he comes off screen, and that has to hurt considering he's on the Ron Neimi diet. And there he goes and splashes his former partner again, right against the turnbuckle. And Dr. Heresey may have got the victory, but right now he's laying on the mat and he doesn't feel like a winner, I can guarantee it.
And there's the mullet thrown out like last week's trash. And Dr. Juan DeSanto. Why do I keep calling him a doctor? He's not a doctor. That's Dr. Heresey laying on the mat, who looks like he's about to get pulverized by a steel, and I reinforce, steel chair.
Yeah, Juan DeSanto thinking he's Terry Funk there, throwing all the chairs into the ring. And what's he going to do here, Ron? I don't know what about you, but I think Richie Rich should be coming off of his drunken stupor last night, coming into the ring here and trying to break these two guys up instead of acting like Shannon Rose and walking around ringside like nothing's happening.
Now, would you get in the ring with 2 chairs and Juan DeSanto with the look in his eye that he's
got right now? If I was
a
professional referee, yes, I would. But then again, I wouldn't want to get in the middle of having someone's face planted right under the chair. And this guy's hurting really bad, Ron Neimi. I don't know if we're going to see this guy in the weeks coming up here in IPW.
Christmas Carnage. These 2 individuals once again are going to meet to try to settle this feud once and for all. December 22nd at the Florida WrestlePlex. Huge moonsault on
Oh my God! How'd you know that was a moonsault? We couldn't see it.
I know because I was there.
Okay, Ron, I hate to interrupt you, but right now we've got to go to a break. We're going to be back with more Weekly Recap right after this.